Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corrupt back again with episode number 2 of Overused or Underused. This time though, Mayhem will not be joining me in the dual commentary, although we did get a game together. I've been wanting to do this commentary for probably about a week and a half now, and me and him just have never had a time where we are both on at the same time. So I got the gameplay, on at the same time to do the commentary. So I got the gameplays here, and I'm going to talk about my opinions of the gun and the opinions that I've heard from him about the gun. And talk about the logics behind both of our classes. You'll see me in the top left corner using the thermal sight, and you'll see him in the bottom right corner just using a no attachment P90. So let's jump into the actual P90 statistics, or not exact statistics, but it's got a good sized clip in my opinion. It's got a huge clip. I mean, if you throw extended mags on it, you can pretty much run around with the thing like it's a mobile LMG. And it's got a decent rate of fire as well. It's not too fast. But it's nice. You know, it's a good rate of fire to outgun people at. Its damage, again, is pretty average. For some machine guns, you know, it's lower than assault rifles, but the rate of fire kind of counteracts that if you are shooting, if you're hitting your shots. So at a range, you know, that might be a little bit difficult, but at close range, obviously, you know, you can outgun assault rifles still. Another thing I really like about the P90 is that, I apologize. Sorry, I'm getting minorly sidetracked. That happens though a lot. But one thing that I like about the P90 is its iron sights. They're actually really useful. But the only problem is that the P90's got a lot of visual recoil, and by that I mean, like, if you look at the AK-47 as an example, the gun jumps even when the bullets aren't, and the P90 does that a lot. I've noticed that, especially on the red dot sight, more so than with anything else. So if you guys ever happen to notice that when playing, that's just part of the visual recoil. And that's actually the reason why, if you'll notice, what I'm using is the thermal scope. And that's because the thermal scope reduces all visual recoil. It just shows the actual recoil when you're shooting. So I find that on certain guns like the AK-47, certain LMGs, it's actually really useful to use. And this was actually the very first game I ever tried it out on the P90, and I actually liked it a lot. I'm looking forward to using it again. So let's go into the actual classes that I'm using. I'm using a thermal sight, I just explained, and I'm using a range on it. The main reason I'm using range over something like focus or kick is because, one, P90 is a very run and gun class. Kick won't help me that much because I'm going to be close range. And focus really won't help me because if I'm getting shot at with a thermal sight and my gun goes off target, it won't matter if it goes off target by an inch or by a mile, it's going off target. So I'm actually using a range just so that at that one range where my bullet starts dropping off, I'll still be able to get the kill nice and easy. And you'll notice I do pretty well with it. Of course, I'm running sleight of hand and quick draw because it is bare bones, and you know, sleight of hand and quick draw are pretty much what I use in bare bones. The P90 doesn't have that bad of a reload time, but it you know, it's got a big clip to reload, and if you actually drain the clip, it takes longer to reload the gun. So I just like having sleight of hand available, and also I can, you know, switch to my pistol if needed. Quick draw, of course, always there, just especially with the thermal scope, so I can get that quick aim down sight and pick somebody off. And then steady aim, just for two reasons actually. One, because I like being able to come off my sprint faster. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but that actual time to come off of a sprint can really make the difference in a gunfight. So I like being able to have that, and combined with quick draw, I can easily get the aim down sights before they can even start shooting at me if we're both sprinting, if we both get caught mid-sprint. And well, yeah, and also steady aim pro because thermal sight at very close range, the thermal sight will actually hurt you more than it'll help you. So, you know, I'll be able to hip spray pretty effectively. And, yeah, I'm also using 44 Magnum. That's just my personal preference here. So let's go into what Mayhem's using. I don't know exactly what level he had his P90 at, but I know he didn't have too many good attachments for it. You know, he doesn't like rapid fire on it. I know that. He tried it. He didn't like the red dot or the silencer, and that's pretty much why he's running nothing on it. He's running focus with it, which is pretty much what I like to run on all my guns, focus, just because it just gives you that outgunning ability that, you know, other attachment or kick or something like that would not be able to give you. And, you know, he's, of course, running sliding and quick draw just like me. It's pretty standard in bare bones, and it helps a lot. It really does. And then he's running sitrep. Sitrep has a couple good uses to it. I'm pretty sure the main reason he was running it is because he wanted to get sitrep pro. Because for those who do not know, sitrep pro now you can hear through dead silence, and you can pretty much hear people coming from anywhere. So he was working on getting sitrep pro. But it's also nice to just be able to see when there's those claymores there, because sometimes they just get irritating, especially if you're in a lobby with like a bunch of snipers or something where they're going to be using tac inserts or claymores or bouncing betties or something. it's nice to be able to see when you know, that stuff's around the corner. And also it's kind of useful when you see grenades coming at you and you have sit rep on, you'll know if they're friendly and you can just walk straight through them, or if they're enemies and you need to avoid them at all costs. Just useful to know. But I keep saying wow, I feel like I just started commentating yesterday. No, I'm kidding. But oh my god, I just said it again. But yeah, so overall, P90, it's a good gun. It's kind of an average weapon. That's what I would consider it as. I consider it a very average weapon. It's not overpowered in any way, but I don't find it to be very underpowered either. I feel that, you know, if it's put in the hands of a good player versus an average player, you'll easily win. And I feel like it comes down to the actual skill of the player when it really comes down to it. P90 is pretty much the way you want to use it is essentially as a run and gun weapon. The P90 at a distance really will not help you no matter what sight you're using on it. Anything past mid-range, you will lose that gunfight more likely than not unless you're up against a shotgun or a PM9. And if you're up against a shotgun and a PM9, well, congratulations, you win. But the odds of that are very low. And yeah, so the P90 is great at close range, great at mid-range. Honestly, I think its main strength is on maps like Dome, and where there is lots of close and mid-range, and you can really easily run around with it. It's got that nice movement speed, and it's a fun gun to use. That's another thing I like about the P90 is that it's a fun gun to use. So let me get into if I feel it's overused or if it's underused, and that'll pretty much end it. I'll go into some updates about the channel and things like that for the last couple minutes. But anyway, I'm going to classify this as an underused weapon. Now, I know that I also did that with the MP5, but I really don't see the P90 that much. Now, I like, you know, when I see it, it's fun. I like versing kids with P90s because it's at least somewhat of a challenge as opposed to somebody who's running around with like a shotgun or something. That's a nice easy kill. But, you know, the P90 is, I think, an underused weapon. I don't see it as much as I'd like to see it used, and it's not a bad gun. It's not. It's like, you know, I think everybody should try it out because even if it's not a good gun, it's not bad though. It's very average. It's very fun to use. So, you know, if you're having a bad day, whip this gun out and, you know, maybe you'll have a better day because you can't expect to do perfectly with guns that aren't good. You know, you run around with a Type 95, yeah, you should have high expectations. You run around with, like, you know, a 44 Magnum with a tack knife and go knife only, you shouldn't have that high expectations. Just my opinion, though. It was actually kind of funny because when we were in this game, there was somebody else running around with a P90, so we were kind of having some fun with that. And yeah, so let's hop into some channel updates. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a little while, and pretty much the main reason for that is because I've had this sitting in my Final Cut library for the past week and a half, so I haven't been able to upload other videos because of that. Because otherwise I'd have to delete all the editing I did to split the videos and put the text there, which isn't that hard. It's just I don't feel like doing it again. And, you know, and then I get to move it off my hard drive. But yeah, so, next Overused and Underused, probably going to be out, I'd say, I don't know, within the next 2 weeks. And I think we're going to be covering the G36C. I'm not positive. I've got to talk to Mayhem about that. Because once again, we will be, you know, working together for it. Hopefully we'll be able to get together for commentary. That's what I'm hoping. And, you know, we'll see what he we'll see what we can come up with. If you guys want to see any gun though, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I love seeing comments like that, like you know, people doing these things. And I got a couple good video ideas coming out. I've got one video coming out that I was actually no, I don't have that video coming out. Sorry, I went 39-0 the other day with assault kill streaks and I didn't get a Moab. It went back. I think I was on like a 23 kill streak or 24 kill streak or something, and that was very depressing. It was an underground domination game, and for some reason something happened with the theater mode and it wasn't in there. So I'm gonna be starting to live record a little bit more because of that, because that was very depressing. That was a great game. So I got that. I got a couple of face-off games that I'm gonna be uploading to talk about my opinions of face-off, even though I know it's a little bit late to be talking about that. And I'm also going to be trying to go for an Osprey Gunner. I actually have never tried to get an Osprey Gunner before. I've never even put it equipped. So I know I'm capable of getting a 17 kill streak, especially with the assistance of other kill streaks. But I just want to, you know, challenge myself for it. And I want to hop off bare bones a little bit because I'm always on it. And yeah, so this video's starting to wrap up, guys. We got a little under a minute left, I believe. I think. You guys can't tell because the outro's there. But I think so. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this video. And like I said, you guys have any comments about the channel, feel free to leave them in the description. I love reading those comments. You guys know that. and honestly, it helps the channel grow. I'm going to be doing a little bit more self-promoting. I know the channel growth has slowed down recently. I've noticed that. That's pretty much because I do a lot of self-promoting, and I pretty much slowed down on that recently due to AP exams, finals, prom coming up, things like that that are just happening in my real life. So it's kind of slowed me down from this. But don't worry, guys. I'm still going to be posting videos a lot. I love doing this. It's a hobby. It's something I want to be doing for a while. And yeah, so video's kind of wrapping up here. You'll see P90, I think Mayhem gets the final kill right about here. I think. Yeah, he did. Did he? Or was that me? Somebody got the final kill. Yep, he did. All good. And yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I was a little boring at the end here. But anyway, underused weapon, give the P90 a try. This has been Corrupt, guys. Peace. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment and let me know what your favorite part was, because I love reading the comments, the positive comments. But on top of that, I also love reading the negative comments too, because it lets me know how I can improve to make better videos to help you guys out. So if for any reason you didn't like the video, or if there was any part you didn't like, please leave a comment and let me know. And if you feel the need to dislike the video, you can do that too. But I would honestly rather you see some negative comments so that I can improve on my videos. So why don't you guys go ahead and do that now? And if you check the description of this video, there will be plenty of links to other playlists that I have, as well as my Twitter account if you happen to have one. I post anywhere from 1 to 2 tweets a day to 20 tweets a day, depending on what sort of mood I'm in, what I'm doing that day. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Corrupt.